we have learned lesson from what happened to others. We have learned lesson from how America treated other countries. So we are not scared of America. We are not scared. Who is scared of America? We are not scared of America. We are not scared. And you know, I am too small for them to notice me. Okay? But we are going to do big thing. We are going to do big thing that will force them to notice us. They say, you know, I want you people to understand what we are fighting for. We are fighting for a just cause. We are fighting so that you will not be ordering your diplomat to run away from Biafra. We want a country where you will not be ordering your diplomat, security alert every 24 hours, watch Abuja, watch your back, citizen is this, citizen is that. Yet, they say, stay in one Nigeria. Today, as I'm talking to you, Fulani have abducted even the former secretary to the state government of Enugu State. Fulani have kidnapped him along Nsukka, somewhere in Nsukka. And many people were kidnapped by Fulani terrorists in our own land because the military are not allowing us to do the job that our men are doing in the forest. As we are chasing after the terrorists terrorizing our land, the military are deployed to go after our Eastern Security Network. We are fighting from all fronts. People don't know what is going on. Yet, politicians from Biafra land, they are all keeping mute. They are quiet because they are scared. They are scared that if they talk, they will be assassinated by the same Fulani terrorists. The same people will also be scared to travel by road because if they talk, they will be killed by the government. And if they don't talk and travel by road, they will also be killed by the terrorist Fulanis who are in the bush. So I want you people to understand that all these people that are giving high accolade to America, high accolade to EU, high accolade to all this, they're all nonsense. I don't give accolade to any country that have not recognized the fact that my people need freedom. I don't. I will never give accolades to America until America recognizes the fact that Biafra people, my people, need freedom like America. I will never give accolades to the United Kingdom until they recognize the fact that my people, the Biafra people, need freedom. We don't have to be part of a terrorist country where you are going to be issuing security alert at every given minute. Somebody said that my date is wrong. Is today not 27th? I want you people to understand that we are not looking face. We are not going to look face of anybody. We are not going to look face of any country. We are going to fight, and we are ready to fight anybody. So today, all of a sudden, they are evacuating their citizens from Nigeria. Evacuating their citizens from Nigeria. Even when they tell you to stay one Nigeria, they are running away, issuing security alert every now and then. I just want to tell you people that we cannot, you don't, if you put your life relying on America and Britain, you are going to regret it. They don't care about you. We need to first of all value our lives, ourselves, before expecting America to value it. Do you know how to value your life? You value your life by putting it on the line to fight for your freedom. That is when America will respect that you know what is freedom. You know you value your life. To fight for freedom is when you have discovered the value of your life. That is when you fight for freedom. That is the value. So you need to first of all come very strong and fight for the freedom. That is when America will respect you. That is when Europe will respect you. That is when Britain will respect you. That is when they will now understand that yes, you really know the value of your life. So you don't expect people to give you value when you don't yourself, demonstrate to have value. And for that reason, we are not looking face of America. Because the highest thing they are going to do when Fulani take over Nigeria is what you see them doing now. Pulling away their citizens, evacuating their citizens, and allow you to die. And when the Fulani succeed in killing you, they will go back to Fulani to do business with them. They will go back to Fulani when the Fulani succeed in killing all of you, taking over your oil, taking over your natural resources. America will go back to them and lift all the sanctions and all that, and they will begin to do business with them. You are gone. Believe me, we cannot know all this truth and become cowards. No, 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 no. And when we succeed in killing all the terrorists, getting our freedom, America, the same America, will still come to us and do business with us. That is how it is done. It is the survival of the fittest. Are you going to allow them to kill you and they let America come to do business with the Fulani when they have turned Nigeria into Islamic State? I am asking you today, is that what you want? Do you want to stay and let America threaten and scare you with their big grammar that freedom is this, human right that, and then you allow these people to kill you, not just like they are killing us today, annihilate our ethnic group, kill our nation, only for them to turn back to the same Fulani to do business with them? Is that what you want? If that is not what you want, then it is time we are going to rise up, just as we have already planned. We rise up, fight for our own freedom, and America will turn around to do business with us. It is just the same. This is just it. There is no two ways about it. I want you to understand today that some of you do not understand the reason why you learn mathematics in school. Do you know why you go to school? And the first thing you are going to learn in school is mathematics. Do you know the reason? Do you know the reason why when you go from your primary school or even from your nursery school, you will be learning 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 4 plus 4, and 3 times 3, and 7 times 7. Do you know why? I think a lot of people don't know the reason. I'm going to explain it to you today. You don't learn this thing I'm about to tell you in any university. They don't teach you that. They don't teach you these things in university. They don't teach it anywhere. It is the lesson that God gives. So I want to first of all hear from you, Biafrans, watching me today. Do you know the reason why you learn mathematics in school? Do you know the reason? Somebody say for critical thinking. Some people say yes. Now, some people say to be calculative. You know, some people think that the reason why you learn mathematics in school is to calculate money or to calculate numbers. No. The reason for mathematics is not to calculate numbers. It's not to calculate money. I am going to reveal the secret to you today, free of charge. The reason you learn. All right, you're welcome back. And we know where we stopped. You're welcome back. Let me know where did you hear me last? You know, what did you hear last? Okay. I am going to tell you why. That's what you heard last. All right. So I'm going to tell you the reason you learn mathematics in school, from your nursery to primary to secondary and all that. The reason is because your life itself is mathematics. Life is mathematics. I want to tell you that for you to survive in this life, it is mathematics. When you were born, even your mother, even those that didn't go to school in villages, they all have natural mathematics. When you are born as a baby, your mother give you some feeding, some children baby feeding, some baby drugs. Those drugs, the dosage of those drugs is mathematics. The quantity of food that your mother give you is mathematics. Any day you go to hospital and they tell your mother, give this syrup to your child, 1 spoon in the morning, 1 spoon in the evening. Don't give overdose. That is mathematics. If you give 1 spoon in the morning, you give 1 spoon in the evening, it is going to be 1 spoon plus 1 spoon every day to 3 days equal to your child getting healthy. If the doctor prescription say 2 spoons, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and you go to give 3 spoons, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening, instead of 2 spoons, by the time you continue like that for the longer period that the doctor tell you, you are going to fail the result. The result, the end result of that 3 spoons you are giving instead of 2 spoons will come out at the end of that bottle. The effect will be on the child. That is the result. You fail the mathematics. Because the drug that doctor prescribe for your child has chemical content. And that chemical content have been calculated for the exact age of your child. So if you say, let me give overdose for quicker action, the reaction and the side effect will be that you have failed the mathematics. You fail it. And your child will pay for you as a parent failing to follow the instruction of mathematics. Now let me tell you, mathematics is also every policy of government. Nigeria failed today because they failed the mathematics of governance. Nigeria collapsed today is because Nigeria collapsed and failed in everything. Do you know how Nigeria failed in the mathematics? Now, Nigeria have 3 major ethnic groups. 3 major, they say, ethnic group. The Hausa, which is no longer being heard of. Fulani have taken over from them by conquest. The Yorubas and Igbos, which are the Biafra. These are the 3 major ethnic groups in Nigeria. Now, I want to inform you that in these 3 major ethnic groups, 2 of them is always struggling. We need to block this man. We are blocking you. Good man, David, you are blocked. You don't come here and disturb us. You are blocked. Go and watch it in another place. You come here with a Chinese phone to come and distract us. So, in these 3 ethnic groups, 2 of the ethnic group are struggling, while the other ethnic group called Hausa has been conquered. So you no longer hear of Hausa again. It was before Hausa Fulani, from Hausa Fulani to Fulani. So now it is beginning to, the story is changing now to Fulani every time. So it is now Fulani that is not up to 5 million. Now, do you know how Nigeria failed it in mathematics? Is that why these 2 ethnic groups, why these 2 other nations, the Yorubas and the Igbos, Biafras, are struggling to who will become the vice president every year. struggling to who will become the president every 4 years. Fulani constantly maintained their control over the presidency. And I'm going to prove it to you today from the mathematics. From the mathematics perspective, both in reality and otherwise, I'm going to prove it to you this evening. So, my people, every 4 years, Yoruba and Igbo will be struggling who will become a vice president or who will become president. And they are missing one thing. Anytime Yoruba struggle to become a president, Fulani will be there one corner, positioning themselves. Any day Fulani become a president, either Yoruba or Igbo will become the vice. Any day Yoruba become the president, Fulani automatically become the vice. Any day Igbo man become president, Fulani automatically become the vice. It shock you? It shock you, right? Do you know why it is Fulani? You know, sometimes they tell you, oh, this one is Hausa man. It's a lie. It is a complete lie. Hausa have been conquered. Anybody that is visible in political affair of Nigeria today, from Muslim North, has Fulani blood. I am telling you, it is either you are Hausa Fulani or you are complete Fulani. That is the way it is now. It is a very hard truth. So I want to ask you, have any of you actually thought about this? That why Yoruba and the Igbo are struggling to get one position, Fulani is already there waiting for who win between the Yoruba and the Igbo. And they are going to be the second of the person, whoever win from Hausa and the Igbo, from Yoruba and the Igbo. Have you people noticed that? And some of them will come with the coronation of an Hausa man. Is a lie. Hausa man today is automatically a Fulani man. They serve Fulani. There is no Hausa man today that is in Nigeria politics, an elite who is fighting against Fulani. Mention one person. Mention one Hausa man who will come now and say, I am an Hausa. I hold a position like this. I am SSG. I hold the custom, controller of custom. I am this and that. And Fulani have dealt with us and we are not going to agree with them. Nobody. Everybody have been, they are all scared. So even if you come to claim to be an Hausa, you have a Fulani blood in you. Hausa is gone. Now, let us go from 1999. Let us go from 1999. I want to inform you today that from 1999 to date, Fulani, while Yoruba and the Igbo is struggling to be in the government, in presidency, Fulani has maintained their existence and control over the affair of the presidency from 1999 to today. And I'm going to prove it to you. In 1999, while Ndi Igbo and Yoruba were struggling who will become the president, Fulani already secured the vice president. And they secure vice president without hassle. That is how Nigeria has been structured. Some of you don't know why they will never agree with restructuring Nigeria. In 1999, our brother, when they were telling you why Biafrans were agitating, they say it was when one of our brothers lost to Obasanjo that Raf Wazirike founded Mossab in protest. As Yoruba and Igbo were struggling for the Nigeria presidency, Fulani already had it, waiting for them. They are in Obasanjo. They are also part of the Igbo person contesting against Obasanjo. Do you understand my point? This particular vice president that Ndi Igbo are killing themselves to become vice president of Nigeria, Fulani have already restructured Nigeria that they don't need to fight to get it. And these people have destroyed Nigeria. I want to tell you the importance of mathematics. It is not just to go to school and solve algebra. No. If you go to school and you are not using the mathematics you learn from school the way we are applying it now in our daily life, then you need to begin to think again. 1999, Obasanjo struggled with an Igbo man to fight for the president of Nigeria. Atiku is a Fulani man. Atiku was vice president of Obasanjo. Fulani started controlling Obasanjo. I don't need to tell you the story of how Obasanjo ended up ruling Nigeria. They picked him up from prison. Are you not aware? Obasanjo was picked up from prison by Fulani president, military president. They released him. And they gave him Atiku to go and be his handbag. In those days, in those days when you give your daughter out in marriage, in our place in those days, if you give your daughter hand in marriage, you will always carry one of the young girl in your family and say, follow her and go and help her. And those people will train you in school. It is called the extended family system. That is what they did to Obasanjo. So when Obasanjo was coming out, Obasanjo was picked out from prison. He had nothing by Fulanis. They gave him Atiku. And as a Igbo man was struggling to become a president, contesting against Obasanjo, Fulani already positioned themselves. It is the restructure already they have. So why Yoruba and Igbo will be killing themselves of who become the vice president? Fulani is already a president. I want you people to understand. It didn't end there. After Obasanjo ruled Nigeria from 1999 to 2007. Fulani controlled him. He didn't do anything to Yoruba people. He did not construct any road. Obasanjo did nothing to Yoruba nation. Fulani controlled him. This Atiku Abubakar looted Nigeria money, and Obasanjo as a president could not prosecute him. The only thing he did is to criticize Atiku. Have you ever seen where something like that can happen? The only thing Obasanjo did is to criticize him. Obasanjo knows that Atiku is a criminal, but he couldn't prosecute him because Atiku's position as a vice president is more respected. Fulani respected Atiku more than Obasanjo. He couldn't do anything to Atiku. But he knows that Atiku is a criminal. Even America indicted Atiku. Nobody could do anything to Atiku. Are you not aware of it? Atiku got visa traveling ban to America for criminal, money laundering and the corruption. Obasanjo is aware he couldn't prosecute him because they made him. They made him. In 2007, Obasanjo left office. Now, after when Obasanjo was getting ready to leave office, again, another political movement started. Gidi, 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 Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, Fulani. Again, another competition. As this campaign was going on, Fulani already positioned themselves. It does not matter who wins the election, Fulani will be there. But there is two ethnic group that will always lose, Yoruba and Igbo. We always lose. The Fulani, what I'm telling you today is nothing but the gospel truth, and it is coming from the mathematical perspective. Yaradua came, a Fulani, and Jonathan become the vice president. Yoruba, they lost. They lost the battle to Jonathan. Giddy, 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 giddy. Between Jonathan and Yaradua, Fulani was fully represented and they were in charge, as always. Just like they were in charge of Obasanjo government, it transferred to them again. But let me tell you, when Yaradua, when Obasanjo was handing over power, they say, oh, it is time to hand over to a Northerner. But while Obasanjo was in power, Northerner controlled Obasanjo. So in actual sense, the North have been ruling Nigeria, let us say, from 1999. And of course, they ruled from the beginning. So North, Fulani, has been in control of the government since 1999. So the only thing that changes is the face. The face of the people, the face of the bottle is what changes. The system is the same. It is already a restructured Nigeria. And some of you who claim to be professors, you don't know this. Teach mathematics in your schools. You teach mathematics to your students, and you are not utilizing the mathematics principle in your own life and to help your people. Then you are a waste. Your education is a waste. So from 2007, they transferred power to Yaradua, to North. It is still the North that controls. If Obasanjo could not prosecute Atiku when he have evidence against Atiku because Fulani control him, you can understand what they did, why Obasanjo could not do anything in Yoruba land. For the 8 years he was president, there is nothing to show for it in Yoruba land. Do you have anything to show me? Do you have anything to show me that Obasanjo did in Yoruba land for the 8 years he was in power? If you have, tell me. Let us see. But not benefited. So after the transfer power to Yaradua, Yaradua is Fulani. And Jonathan, I don't need to tell you. If you understand what Jonathan did during the time he was the president, you can understand how Jonathan was a houseboy during his presidential, during the time he was the vice president to Yaradua. You can understand the houseboy that he was. If as a president, Fulani could tie him the way they tied him, you can imagine how they tied him during the time he was the vice president. Osebanjo would have, I think Osebanjo was better than him. But nobody can be better than anybody they are all the same. Now, after Yaradua, as Yaradua took over power, Fulani was there, represented fully, while Yoruba has been disenfranchised. I want you to understand the impunity of Nigeria. So if you're a Yoruba man, every 4 years, it is either you win or you lose. And once you lose, you suffer it for the next 8 years. How long will you continue that kind of shit? So Yoruba lost to Jonathan. Jonathan became a puppet, just like every other person, like Obasanjo. Now, Yaradua died. After Yaradua died, they tried to hide it, just like they did to this man called Buhari. Yaradua died, and what happened? Goodluck Jonathan took over the government as he was the vice president. Who became the vice president of Jonathan? Another Fulani. Fulani again represented. Not a Yoruba man, not a Igbo man. Fulani also become the vice president of JEC. Again, they control Goodluck Jonathan. It is only the face of Goodluck Jonathan and the name. I don't need to tell you the story. All of you you remember how Jonathan ended. I don't need to tell you the story. I just want to tell you today that from 1999 to date, Fulani were the president. From 1999 to date, the only thing that changes there is the face of the people. Yorubas and the Igbo are the one fighting each other. Who become the vice? When Fulani become a president, Yoruba and the Igbo will fight who become the vice. And one will lose. One will become the vice. Fulani control that one. In 2011, from 2011 to 2015, Jeg became president of Nigeria. Namadi Sambo become the vice president. A Fulani. Some people would tell me, oh, Sambo is not a Fulani man. It's a lie. A complete lie. All of them were, before you address them as Hausa Fulani, today, all of them are Fulani. All of them. Anybody that comes today to tell you, I am Hausa Fulani, is just looking for a favor from you. All favor, nothing. It is called Takia. They come to lie to you that they are not Fulani. Oh, I am Hausa, is a lie. All of them, that is nothing like Hausa again. Let them come and tell us what is Hausa doing. It is a lie. Fulani have taken over. They are called before Hausa Fulani. Now, we are not hearing Hausa Fulani again. They address themselves as Fulani because they have actually taken over from their government, governors, local government, and all that. So they are bold now to call them now themselves what they are. Call themselves Fulani. I am going to tell you this. I'm going to show you where Atiku is bragging how he is a Fulani, and that Governor Otto must apologize to Fulani for saying Fulani is a terrorist. Now, from 2015 to 2023, I did not need to tell you, Buhari became the president of Nigeria. Osibanjo, it was again a fight between Yoruba and Igbo. And what happened? Buhari won the election, according to them. Fulani took over completely from everybody. And what did they do? They carry Osinbajo, go, houseboy, go for Fulani. I did not need to tell you the experience you have from Osinbajo from 2015 to today. Fulani controls the presidency from 1999 till date. Now, today, in 2023, they tell you, oh, we are going to have Igbo president. And when you hear them say Igbo president, you will be expecting to hear a Yoruba vice president. You can never hear that. If Yoruba man is coming to become a president of Nigeria, he will go and bring a Fulani man to be his vice. Because even them, these political elite criminals, they already know that Fulani have taken over everything by structure. If a Yoruba man wants to become a president of Nigeria, he will go and take a Fulani man to be vice so that they will bless him. If Igbo man wants to become a president of Nigeria, he will go and pick Fulani man to become a vice president so that they will bless him. If a Fulani man wants to become a president of Nigeria, he will go and pick either a Yoruba man or Igbo man without apology, without waiting for Ndi Igbo to bless him, without waiting for Yoruba to bless him. I hope you people are getting my point. He will pick either Yoruba or Igbo. And when you talk, they tell you North must be represented. Now ask yourself, who are those North that is being represented? North is now Fulani. North is not ordinary Hausa man. Ordinary Hausa man have been, completely conquered. They don't have mouth again. All of them are panicking like this. If you do, they will slice you into pieces. They have used terrorism to conquer them. So, you go to Labour Party, P2B, for P2B to become a president of Nigeria, he must go to North to pick a Fulani man to be vice. He can't go to Yoruba. If he go to Yoruba, the same people who want one Nigeria will tell P2B, why did you go to Yoruba to pick a vice president? They never thought along this line. They never thought, okay, or a Yoruba man, why can't you pick from Southeast or an Igbo man to become your vice? They will never think, because the idea is to divide you and make sure that you people are not in unity in the South. Otherwise, what stopped P2B, for those who are talking about one Nigeria, to go to Yoruba land and pick a vice? And what stopped Tinubu to come to to eastern part of Nigeria to pick a vice? Because to them, the key to Nigeria presidency is in the Fulani hand. You people don't know what is going on. And in all this thing that you see going on now in 2023, Yoruba and the Igbo are fighting who become the president. But Fulani already secured either the president or the vice. In the Labour Party, as Yoruba and the Igbo are fighting who become the president, Fulani position themselves already, they become a vice. Fulani is a vice presidential candidate to Obi. Fulani is a vice presidential candidate to Tinubu. So whether P2B lose election, I'm just telling you now, of course, election is not happening, but I'm just telling you what has been going on. If P2B become a president, Fulani is there. If P2B lost election or lose the election and Tinubu become the president, Fulani is there. And if P2B lose election and Tinubu lose the election and Atiku win the election, Fulani is there. It is only Fulani that have representative in all the political parties in Nigeria. And they are either president or they are running for vice. Why some of you have prepared to become vice president? To become a vice president, you are ready to wipe out your entire generation. You are ready to kill. Omahi did it. Governor Hope Uzodinma is still doing it. Then when they promised Umahi of vice president, he started killing people in Igbo land. Why Fulani don't need to kill anybody to get, because their own killing is nationwide. But any Fulani that is coming to become a vice president or president don't need to directly order the killing of anybody for the Fulani people to recognize him. No. He only needs to support the killing by body language. Atiku is being supported by his fellow Fulani. Have Atiku ordered the killing of anybody? Is Atiku in a position to order military to go and kill? No. But he support even when they burn the innocent girl, they brought her to death. He came out and supported it. That is all they need from Atiku. Is Shetima in position to order military to kill people so that Fulani will recognize him? No. Shetima was the founder of Boko Haram. So the legacy, he has proved himself to be an Islamic State man. So he don't need to do that. All he need to do is to support the Boko Haram. The P2B vice presidential candidate, is from Mauritania. The father was a cattle header and a teacher, something like that. They moved from Mauritania to Nigeria. And all they do is to give scholarship for people who want to study Islamic studies. Nothing else. Today, he opened his own university. Fulani agenda. He can never condemn the killing of Deborah. He can never condemn the killing of Deborah. And he don't necessarily have to be in a position to order military to go and kill. To prove his loyalty to Islamic State, all that he needed to do is when Deborah was stoned to death, he said, yes, this is, we condemn anybody that is going to insult Allah is not good and all that. That's all. But Peter Obi have to kill his people in Anambra for him to earn the respect of the North. Tinubu have to show the highest hatred against Ndigbo in Lagos for him to earn the support of the Fulanese. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? I want you people to understand the impunity of Nigeria. This is the reason why, if you are supporting this election, you are a big fool. So it does not matter what you do. The only thing Fulani need is to put somebody to checkmate you. That's all. They have taken over the military. They have taken over the police. And they don't need to have them in big number. All they need to do is to have 2 or 3 persons in a position, in a high position. They control you with command. I am telling you the fact. What Fulani need is a commander in 82 division. Just one commander in 82 division and other small officers from the north in Enugu 82 division. That is the end. They will control all the military people there in the southeast. They don't need the crowd. So what the only thing Fulani need is one single person in Aso Rock. And they have maintained it. From 1999 till date, Fulani have somebody in Aso Rock. They either have the president or the vice. How do you balance this kind of impunity? All right, I'm sorry about the network. I think I did not restart this system before I started. So what did you hear last? What did you hear last? All right. So how do you balance such impunity? Because when these things are happening, you will be hearing them saying, "Oh, it is the turn of Yoruba." You hear Tinubu say, "It is the turn of Yoruba to be the president." You hear Obi say, "It is the time of Igbo." Obi say, "Don't vote me because I'm not Igbo." Now, but the people supporting Obi are supporting Obi because Obi is an Igbo man. But what the attention they are not paying is that whoever become the president have Fulani being represented in Aso Rock. And the ones they have one person there as a vice president or as a president, they control that particular administration. And I don't need to tell you, it has always been a disaster. I want you to understand that we must do everything to make sure that these criminals will never conduct election in Biafra land. We must make sure that they don't conduct election in Biafra land. It is a task that everybody must do. It is a task that everybody must do. So when you hear them talking about the 2023 election, how it is the Igbo, how it is Yoruba, how it is the North, because the North, you think that something, that when Igbo man become the president, Yoruba man will become the vice. The point I want to prove this evening to Biafra people and to so-called Nigerians is that from 1999 till date, Fulani has been the president of Nigeria. That's all I want to prove to you tonight. And I've been able to prove it. From 1999 till date, Fulani has been the president of Nigeria. Either directly or by proxy. And I have given you instances which you have the evidence with you. from Obasanjo to JEG to this particular government now. Fulani has been the president of Nigeria. The only thing they need, is just one person. That's all. And I want to show you the effect of that. Our own is that we come with evidence. We don't just come and accuse you for nothing. So having watched the reasons we gave you today, haven't watched, the analysis, objective analysis we gave here, how Fulani has been the president of Nigeria from 1999 to date, I want you now to listen to this.
And then you are telling me that I should keep quiet, should not talk. Then what is my duty as this evil? Stop again. The privilege of seeing some people who were gone down, but God saved their lives. Some eyes were blocked by Fulani terrorists.
Some people, their 2 eyes were plugged by Fulani terrorists. Listen to the testimony of Governor Otter.
People don't like when I say this, but I've always said, not all Fulani people, because it would be a logical fallacy to say that all Fulani people are criminals and terrorists and bandits. But I'm not the first one to say it. Sultan of Sokoto said it. The governor of Katsina said it. The governor of Ondo State said it. Several governors in Kaduna and all that. Several people have talked about the terrorist activities of Fulani men. There is nothing in this life like herdsmen farmers crisis. It is just banditry and evil that have come to send people away. I have over 2 million IDPs. I expect me to be laughing with them.
Over 2 million IDP. Over 2 million IDP. Autumn say he has over 2 million IDP. And what you say 2 million, you know what that means? A state in Nigeria has over 2 million IDP, yet they are campaigning to have election in that country. 2 million people. And the government have army in Biafra land looking for Eastern Security Network who are preventing people in Biafra land, 2 million people in Biafra land to be in IDP camp. The army is fighting them. The people we raise fund every day to feed. They fight them. They say, no. You can't bear arms. You need to lay down your arms. So don't call them criminals in the bush. So come out in the bush, you are a criminal. And while in Benue State, this is just Benue alone, no, 2 million people in IDP. From that, before you to have that 2 million, the half of them have been killed. Like half of that population have been killed. Because 2 million are those who are in IDP camp. What about those who did not make it to IDP camp? Yet, the people that are coming to Biafra land, Soludo is bragging about, have not gone to Benue State to fight the terrorists so that these 2 million people can return back to their land. This is mathematics. Mathematics is that for them to conquer you, they will first of all come to kill you. And if you run, the government will put you in IDP camp. And nobody is talking about how will these people go back to their ancestral land? Because they are taking over the land. IDP camp is not like they are there for, okay, let us give them shelter there for 2 months, 3 months so that they will go back. Some people have been in IDP camp years. For 10 years. Some people gave birth there and their children are now like 12 years. They are living in IDP camp. I am telling you the fact. And in all this, some people don't get it. That Nigeria is not for you. Now let us listen.
And to be dining and whining, I will not do that.
To be dining, he will not do that. Governor Autumn was dining, and he ended up having 2 million people in IDP camp. The same thing that the Biafra governors are doing. They are whining and dining and killing the people who will stand to defend their land when they will finally disappoint them, like they disappointed the Governor Autumn. Because Governor Autumn was also dining and whining with them. That was why he could not set up security outfit until now. If he was not whining and dining with them, he wouldn't. But he would have saved a lot of people from going to IDP camp. But he was whining, dining with them. He is part of the Northern Governors Forum. He will go there. They are going to threaten him and all that. He will come back and start crying.
That's why I want to use this opportunity to appreciate the president. Yes, we have disagreed on several.
He's again appreciating the government. What is it to be appreciated to the president? This is still guy, This is a man who, I don't know, tomorrow he's here. What is this man appreciating Mr. President for? For making sure that 2 million people is very safe in IDP camp? I don't get it. He's appreciating Mr. President that under his watch, 2 million people is in IDP camp and they cannot go back to their ancestral land. So what is he appreciating the president? Appreciating the president that he built the IDP camp for them to leave their land for Fulani they imported to Nigeria, to take over Nigeria, and give them a private apartment where they will live, where they will no longer go to farm, where they will no longer have food. And you are appreciating the president. So what is the president doing? You are presenting the president for chasing your people away from their land with their Fulani terrorists. I don't understand. Honestly. He said he is afraid of being killed. That is the point. Everybody is afraid, all of them. Because otherwise, I do not know what. Let us hear why he's appreciating the president now.
But this one, when people were killed, Mr. President said, and directed that all traitors should be arrested and prosecuted. Leadership said.
Are you hearing? He's appreciating the president that this one that was killed in Beji, Mr. President sent a condolence message to him. Hey! Look at the people that are governing Nigeria. Look at the people. Look at the people that the life of people are in their hand. Hey! Look at Governor Autumn is appreciating the president for sending a condolence message. Not visit, A president in your country, people are being killed by terrorists, and he couldn't go there. The only thing he did is to send a message to the governor, and to the governor receiving message from the Fulani terrorist leader, who is a president in Nigeria, is enough. And then he also said the perpetrators should be arrested and prosecuted. Have them been arrested? Have them been prosecuted? Is it the same prosecutor, or is it the same perpetrators who they are releasing in 101? Is it the same perpetrators they are releasing in exchange to the abducted people in Abuja, Kaduna train incident? Is it the same Boko Haram they are releasing and putting in rehabilitation camp? Is it the same Boko Haram they will capture, they will release, and recruited into the military that this man is saying He has ordered them to be arrested. Something is definitely wrong. Of course, we know. Because does it make sense to you? People were killed. President of a country inside his own country could not visit there. He will send a message saying, oh, my condolences. I have make sure that everybody who perpetrated this thing will be arrested. Hey! Jesus Christ. And this is the reason, this is the country you want us to be part of from next year. This is the country you want Biafrans that have people like us to allow to participate and conduct election in Biafra land so that this nonsense will continue. No way. It is never, you people don't know how we are going to deal with you. No way. No way. It will never happen. Next year will be bloody. If you come to Biafra land, you want to conduct election as a Nigerian, you will never go back. You will never go back. I am saying it. You will never go back. How can anybody watch the analysis I'm doing this evening and listen to these people and you want Nigeria to remain next year? No, I don't think. If we fail this particular time, our children will never forgive us. And we will never fail. And that is why sometimes, when I listen to some of them who, when you tell them Biafra is coming next year, they will tell you, Biafra is not coming because it is not coming from them. Because they are not part of the movement that will bring the Biafra next year. So they say, oh, no, Biafra is not coming. And the more you allow Fulani to be president, either by becoming a vice or become president themselves, the more you are seeing this annihilation of other indigenous people in Nigeria. The more you see governors complaining like this, the more you see people in IDP camp, and nothing is being done about it. Only Biafra people took it upon themselves. And today, here we are.
But someone who is aspiring to be president of this country, some of us are not safe. Benue State is not safe. Anyone we think can go ahead and do it. That is the situation.
You see, he was talking to Atiku. He said Atiku is condemning what he said. And this is somebody who is trying to become the president of this country. So which means if Atiku, after saying this kind of thing, become the president, it means they are not safe. Look at a man. Are you safe? What this man don't understand is that it does not matter who becomes the president. You can never be safe in Nigeria. I have been able to now connect the dot through from the mathematical perspective. And I have been able to show you now that whoever wins is still under the control of Fulani. So it is not about Atiku winning. It is not about Atiku win now, Atiku, oh, we are going to finish. No. The same ideology of Atiku is burning in P2B running mate. And the same thing that Atiku become the president, they control P2B. He's already kneeling down to Atiku, calling Atiku my boss and all that. Apart from the fact that he's not yet in Aso Rock, which will never happen. So if Tinubu become the president, I don't need to tell you already. That's one a Muslim, that's one an Islamic state straight away. So which one are you going to be safe? I want to take Governor Autumn today, in case they have not thought about this, what I'm doing, what I'm saying this evening. They should think towards this line, that from 1999, Fulani has been the president of Nigeria. It is either Fulani is a president of Nigeria through Goodluck Jonathan, or Fulani was a president of Nigeria through Obasanjo, or Fulani was the president of Nigeria through Yar'Adua, and Fulani is still the president of Nigeria through a man called Buhari. So if of course, like, let us even assume that the election is taking place. If Obi become president of Nigeria, Fulani will become the president of Nigeria through Obi. That is the thing I want to inform Governor Autumn in case he has never thought about it. Because I have been able to show you that at no point in time has Yoruba and Igbo become the presidency of Nigeria, where Igbo man will be vice president and Yoruba will be president, or where Yoruba will be president and Igbo man will be president. Never. But it has always been that the Igbo man, the Yoruba will be president and Fulani will be vice president, or Fulani will be vice president and Yoruba will be president. There has never been the history where Igbo and Yoruba is the vice and president. So who have benefited more? And like I said, don't tell me about Hausa. I've already explained to you that Hausa has been conquered, because what we had was Hausa Fulani, and now we are not hearing Hausa Fulani again. Everything is Fulani. So when somebody want to cheat you and lie to you, he will come to say that one is Hausa. It's a lie. Now, let us go and listen to Atiku. And you see how, how disrespectful when they talk about Nigeria. They believe to politics, Nigeria has been restructured. If you don't know about it, so let us see how respectful Atiku sound.
We Northerners always think about Nigeria more than other parts of the country.
Are you hearing him? We Northerners. When it comes, he's talking about Northerners. But he addressed Autumn as a Fulani man. Listen.
This is simply because we are multi-ethnic, religious. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other. So that's why the 85 one nation, whatever nation they call themselves. But in the north,
you didn't hear that? He said that is why they recognize themselves like Yoruba nation, Igbo nation, and the whatever they call themselves. He's a man who wants to become the president. He said whatever they call themselves. And as he is saying, whatever Obi called himself, Obi is kneeling down and saying, Atiku is a unifier. Okay? This of Obi, of Peter Obi, I am telling you. But Atiku did not tell you that it is only the northern Nigeria that have what we call Arewa House. I have not heard Oduduwa House. I have not heard Igbo Biafra House. The only people that have the house in Nigeria is Arewa. And Atiku didn't tell you about Arewa. Atiku didn't tell you that is called something called Arewa. Where did Arewa come from? Atiku did not tell you how did they arrive at Arewa House. There is only one house of the ethnic group or nation in Nigeria called Arewa. Yoruba, I don't know whether Yoruba have Oduduwa House. I don't know whether Biafra have Biafra House anywhere. So why is it only Arewa that have Arewa House? I am coming to that. I am coming to that. But let us listen to this.
What are you going? You can only identify yourself as a northerner because we are multi-ethnic and multi-religious. Multi-ethnic and religious. when you come to, you gave an example of grazing or open grazing. One, I am a manufacturer of livestock feeds, from cattle to poultry. Two, I have more than 1,000 heads of cattle. They have never moved out of one location. So it's simply introducing modern methods looking after our livestock. No more, no less. I had very on his accusation of Fulani, this Fulani that quarrel with him. I say I'm Fulani. And admitted even deep.
Did you hear that?
Because it might actually be useful going into the election.
This is the worst possible.
Did you hear that? He said, I told Governor Otto, why are you categorizing all Fulani as, because I'm a Fulani? It does not take them anything to come hard on anybody who talk ill of Fulani. That is why all these stooge in the southeast are praising them. It does not take them anything. Just talk against them. All of them will come. But talk against Biafra, the P2B, Atiku, the what is it? Soludo. They are the one to brand you criminals. No, Soludo will be the one to tell you everybody in the bush is a criminal. And he's not referring to Fulani. Soludo even came out to say, all the people committing crime, every one of them in Anambra, they are all Igbos. And then he went further to say, from a particular place. And later on, he came back again to say, oh, we have just found out that some people are also from Anambra. I want you to understand the difference. Why Fulani is attacking the people, condemning them from the top. That is why nobody is talking against them. Even the one coming to run for president of Nigeria is now attacking Governor Otto. He have not even condemned the Fulani, or let us say, the terrorists that are putting the Benue people, 2 million Benue people in IDP camp. Atiku is not concerned about that. Atiku is concerned about branding Fulani. But his friends, P2B, and his friend in Soludo, all of them are calling Igbo criminals. Oh, Soludo branded Igbo criminals. Did you not hear him? I want you people to see the differences. Now, it didn't end here. Let me play this thing to the end.
1,000 heads of cattle. They have never moved out of one location. So it's simply introducing modern methods of looking after our livestock. No more, no less. I had a very big quarrel with the governor of Otom on his accusation of Fulani that.
Are you hearing that? Or his accusation of Fulani this, Fulani that. Are you people hearing it? And this is the one, let me tell you, when Governor Otom said, oh, and this is the one who is going to become the president, is going to be worse. All of them are the same thing. No one is more brutal than all of them are this. This thing this man is saying here now shows that if Nigeria is not disintegrated next year, and he mistakenly become the president of Nigeria, you are all gone. And this same thing he is saying here is the same thing he is going to instruct the OB. If Nigeria is not disintegrated and the OB mistakenly become the president of Nigeria, all of you will be gone. The same thing will happen to Tinubu. I'm not even need to tell you about the Tinubu own, because that one is already, you are, in an Islamic state of Nigeria. So I don't need to even tell you that. So tell me, which one do you think you can look and is better? Nothing. Look at somebody who is trying to be president of a country. That the man is saying Fulani this, Fulani that. That is to show you the preferences, special preferences that will be given to these terrorists if anybody validate Nigeria next year. The facial preferences you see now that the terrorists in Nigeria are enjoying, which make the diplomat to be fleeing Abuja, is just a small thing. Oh my God. Because they know that the international community will not do anything. And now we have also come to know that the international community is not going to do anything. When we fight for our freedom, we're going to fight them next year. And if you think that you are going to be the one to stop us, even as a Biafran, come. We will use you to do Nkwobi. I want you all to listen.
Big quarrel with him. I say, I'm Fulani. Why should you categorize all Fulanis? And he admitted his own ethnic group are stealing his own cow. I said, then why are you not calling all thieves?
Now, he is now telling you that his own ethnic group is stealing. But are they killing people and pushing them out of the ancestral land?
They are all also. So it's just that to improve the way and manner we look after.
I want you people to understand that you cannot be part of a country with people like this. Now, I want to now show you something else. Something else. Something. He told you that the North only know North. There is nothing like a Yoruba nation, Igbo nation, and all that. Now let us listen to this.
Out of power, the next president will have to. We need to reform the electoral process, and we mentioned that in our communique.
All right. I also talked to the area we have with Nigeria, you know, really.
Are you people hearing that? We have Arewa House. Arewa House. Tinubu did not, Atiku did not tell you that there is something called Arewa House. Did you have Yoruba House? Did you have Oduduwa House? Do you have Biafra House? Do you have Igbo House anywhere in Nigeria? I don't know. You know, a lot of things can be possible. But if you have that, please let us know. But why do you have Arewa House? And that is where the so-called Northern Nigeria, the so-called Northerner, who Atiku is claiming to love Nigeria more than anybody, that is where they pass resolution in Arewa House. Is Arewa House part of the Nigeria where laws and the policies are being made? North will go and have a meeting in a place called Arewa House. Only them. South doesn't have any Yoruba house. South does not have any Biafra house. This man talking this thing about Arewa is coming from Mauritania. He's not even a Nigerian in the first place. But Fulani, as he is, they have now come to Nigeria and they'll be telling you who is going to be president, who is going to be this and that. I want you all to listen to this.
Yeah. Talked about because we have that to the aspirations of its people. We had governments across all regions that had power, decentralized, not like our governments we're on today.
Yeah. Arewa House, because Arewa House reminds us of so many things about the past.
Are you hearing that? We went to our house because Arewa House reminds us about so many things about the past. I wonder what past the Arewa House is reminding them. Yes, that is a very bad network. I think I have to change the network. One moment. If anything should remind these people about anything, is it the Arewa House that should be reminding them anything? It should be Biafra. Biafra House should be the one that will remind these people of anything. It is the Biafra House. Yes, we are back. We need to refresh again. So, as I was saying, let me bring the man again to the screen.
That in our community.
All right. I also talked about the Arewa House. We had an Arewa House because we had a Nigeria that, really catered to the aspirations of its people. We had government in regions that had power, that was more decentralized, but not like the Abuja government we run today.
Yeah. Well, we went to Arewa House because Arewa House reminds us about so many things about the past. It reminds us about a very strong region. There were 3-4 regions between 1960 and 1966. We had a really decentralized federal system, and
he said they went to Arewa House because Arewa House remind them about 3 regions, a very strong region. But these 3 regions, none of the other 2 regions have any house in Nigeria. Arewa is reminding you about Arewa House is reminding you about a very strong region, 3 regions. So where are the other 2? Any day Biafra decide to have Biafra House, they will let hell loose. Any day Yoruba people decide to have Oduduwa House, every hell will be let loose by this same man who is here bragging how they have to have the meeting and communicate in the Arewa House, because Arewa House represents a very good history of how 3 region and all that, blah, blah, blah. They are already making, you see, other people don't do. Because in every presidency, Fulani has been the president. That is why a lot of things they are doing, and you can't do it, because they're the president. When you have JEG in Aso Rock, how many people from JEG place controls the Aso Rock? All of them were all Fulanis. They do juju, bring cows, put pot every time in Aso Rock. We hear all those stories. So, and we are going to end it next year. I just want to play this for you to hear where Arewa is being mentioned and how they have Arewa House in the north. But Atiku didn't mention that because they know how they deceive you. And people in the southeast are campaigning for Atiku. And people in the southern Nigeria are campaigning for Atiku. People who Atiku is going to kill their own brothers are campaigning for him. The only campaign you can do as a reasonable person today in Nigeria and as a Biafran, as somebody from the South, is to support Yoruba Nation and support Biafra exit next year. Don't come and say you want to vote. We will use you for sacrifice for Biafra to come. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Masinam Kano. May God bless on the Igbo. May God bless Umar and their husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless all of you for being part of this program. Remember that Eastern Security Network fundraising is on the 29th, this coming Saturday. and you must be there. Very, very important. May God bless all of you from here. And remember that no election in Biafra land. Today, from my end, we are already 128 days to Biafra. From here, from me, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
This is na wicked word. This is na confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I will tell you a story about one lady girl. Pali they go to work. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The driver they go. The driver they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along Gusukulu Road. I see people run. People run. Then I ask the driver. The driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the Pali boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. We better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver wait. The driver wait. Driver hold the brake.